Greetings, Georgetown County. This is Keith Price coming to you with the latest update on our efforts with our Restarting Schools Task Force. This past week, we held another meeting to review the results from our parent and employee surveys. We had over 830 employees and nearly 2,800 parents complete the surveys. After the results were shared, the task force reviewed those findings and have already begun smaller subcommittee work. Those results are providing great information to inform our work, along with the latest DHEC safety recommendations and the state's Accelerate Ed final report. I'd also like to take this opportunity to provide a bit more clarity about our intentions for the upcoming year. In my message last week, I discussed the intention of having a virtual learning option for those students and employees who can't or do not yet feel comfortable returning to an in-person experience in school. I want to be very clear that when I mention virtual learning, it's not the same thing that you may have experienced this past spring, which was called e-learning. In a virtual learning environment, students should expect to take their classes online with a combination of live and recorded instructional experiences. Students would be submitting work and completing assessments all online. Expectations for student engagement and work completion would be very consistent with an in-person school experience. This would be very much like any other virtual learning course that a student might encounter in an SC virtual class or in an online charter school program. Part of our plan would be to make this option available to students at all levels, elementary, middle, and high, using our own certified teachers. This is different from the e-learning experience that was provided last year. That was something that we had to get in place basically overnight to help us get through the remainder of the year. We are currently working on staff development plans so that our teachers who will be teaching in this environment will be prepared to begin successfully at the beginning of the school year. In addition, we are still planning to offer an in-person option as well. There are still many specifics that have to be crafted to maximize efficiency and ensure safety for all students and employees as much as possible. This includes bus transportation details, breakfast and lunch procedures, health screenings, and safety precautions that will now have to be in place at all of our schools. We are still planning to make our first presentation to our school board at the special called meeting on July 21st. Other matters that are also being discussed at this time include our school year start date and whether that should be adjusted, and also the potential for staggered start times among elementary and secondary schools. And finally, to echo the message sent by our partners at Tidelands Health, we should all be mindful and careful this weekend as we celebrate the birth of our nation. Let's celebrate safely by avoiding large gatherings if possible, wearing face masks when around others not in your household, observing social distancing, and practicing good hand hygiene. I want to thank you again for tuning in for a very brief and quick update on where we are at this point, and I look forward to bringing you more information in the very near future. Have a wonderful and safe holiday weekend. Thank you.